Hello everyone and welcome to Pampered Chef Live, our weekly cooking show. My name is Michael. I'm so glad you are with us today. How are you feeling? Where are you joining us from? Let us know. If you are watching during the live episode premiere, you can join the fun in the live chat during the premiere. Otherwise, say hi and let us know where you're coming from in the comments on YouTube. Today, Pampered Chef consultant Allison will show us how to make a hot dog in salad form. That's taking a Chicago-style hot dog and putting it in a bowl, and it is delicious. You will see. As well as Mexican street corn, also known as elote. Very fun stuff ahead, so stick around. You can find links to the featured recipes and products below the video, so it's easy to shop with your Pampered Chef consultant. You'll also find there a link to our weekly survey, which you can fill out after you watch for a chance to win a product giveaway. We'll randomly select 3 winners from survey participants and contact them by email. Time to hand over to Allison to get us cooking. Let's get going, friends. Let's get cooking.
Hey, I'm Allie. I'm a Pampered Chef consultant and have been for almost 5 years now. Tonight we're going to be making Mexican corn on the cob as well as hot dog salad. So let's jump in, let's get started. And first and foremost, we're going to start with our hot dog salad. So this salad recipe is a recipe that is actually one that they have based off of Chicago dogs. So if you are familiar with Chicago dogs, this is a recipe we are going to be following very closely to. So we are going to go ahead and start off making our dressing first and foremost. Mayonnaise, mustard, dill pickle juice, sugar, and also celery salt. Celery salt is a popular seasoning to use with these hot dog salad, aka Chicago dogs. So we're going to go ahead and use our adjustable measuring spoons here, and we're going to follow the recipe and put in 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. We're gonna also do a tablespoon of mustard. And right in there, perfect. A tablespoon of oil. This is our vinegar and oil dispenser here. I love this little tool because you can literally squeeze up to the amount of oil that you're gonna need for that recipe. And like I said, we're using a tablespoon. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. So we got that at the amount squeezed into our top portion. It's already measured, so we're gonna put that in there. Perfect, just like that. Like I said, this is our vinegar and oil dispenser. Super handy to have in the kitchen. Okay, next we're gonna be having our dill pickle juice. Handy dandy dill pickle juice, just so delicious. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of that in there and put that in there as well. Okay, so we have our mayonnaise, mustard, oil, and dill pickle juice in here. The next thing we're gonna be needing is our sugar and celery seasoning. Okay, so we got 2 teaspoons of sugar going into our dressing. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in. Perfect, that's 2. And we're going to go ahead and put that back. And then we're gonna use our celery seasoning. And we only need half a teaspoon of that. So the cool thing about these adjustable measuring spoons is you literally can adjust it from up to 1 teaspoon using our smaller one to all the way up to an 1/8 of a teaspoon. So like I said, we're going back down to the half a teaspoon. You guys, these are so handy to have in the kitchen. I absolutely love them, especially where you can just get one thing dirty and not multiple different spoons. So that comes as a set tablespoon and the teaspoon. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use our whisk and go ahead and mix that up. So whisk that. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and set that aside for our dressing for later. Okay, so now that we have our dressing completed, we're gonna go ahead and making our croutons for the salad. So we're gonna be using hot dog buns to create our croutons. So I'm gonna pull out our serrated bread knife. This is one of our coated knives that comes in the set. You can buy it separately as well. But we're going to take 4 hot dog buns and we're gonna go ahead and cut them up into croutons. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those up really quick. When I first saw this recipe and saw that this is how they made croutons, I was kind of skeptical, but once I tried it, I was dumbfounded at how simple it was and how smart it was to make homemade croutons. So if you're needing a fun way to make homemade croutons, obviously not just for this recipe, but for any time at all, this is a great way to do it. Grab some hot dog buns, hamburger buns, whatever it is that you may be having laying around, and add them to the toaster and go ahead and toast them. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put these in our mixing bowl. All right, so of course we gotta season these croutons. So we're gonna be using our oil dispenser again, vinegar and oil dispenser. We're gonna be using 1 tablespoon of oil, which again is 3 teaspoons. So we got that in our mixing bowl or in our dispenser. So we're gonna go ahead and spread that over the croutons, the buns right now, right? They're not technically croutons yet. And then we are going to use a teaspoon of our celery salt again. Once again, using the flavor, the seasoning salt to season our delicious hot dogs salad. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and mix those up. Grab our tongs, our chef tongs here. These are just the small ones. They come in 2 different sizes. We're using the small ones right now. Like I said, I'm just right now just mixing the oil as well as the seasoning salt on these croutons, making sure they get spread really well and evenly. And then we're gonna throw it into our air fryer oven. We're gonna be actually using the oven setting tonight, which is the top portion of our air fryer oven. If you guys aren't familiar with it, it is absolutely amazing. It can air fry and use the oven function at the same time. But tonight we are just using the oven setting, and we're going to be putting it on the toaster portion. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on, go to the top section. I love this setting, especially if I'm making other recipes, like if we're doing spaghetti and I want to do like garlic toast. It's super easy, super fast. You just go turn on your oven portion, click on toast. We're gonna go ahead and put this in. Put it in there, click bake. About 4 shade, which is probably about right. Maybe even we'll move it up to 5. And there is about, we'll say there's 4 slices in there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let that cook up really well, toast it. In the meantime, I have our corn over here cooking. Not cooking quite yet. I have the water boiling in our big stock pot. So once that gets boiling and gets rolling, we will then put in our corn on the cob to be able to make our Mexican corn. So in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and head outside and go put the hot dogs on the grill. So let's go. On the grill, we're gonna be using our barbecue tongs. These tongs actually come with a spatula as well, but tonight we're just gonna be using our tongs, and we're putting on 4 hot dogs. So 4 hot dogs is what is required for this recipe. Obviously, if you're making it for a bigger group, you can do more, or if you just want some hot dogs on the side, that's also good as well, or good also, excuse me. So we're gonna go ahead and let those start cooking on the grill and head back inside and finish cooking. Okay, so we got the croutons almost done. We have the hot dogs on the grill. Now we are going to finish the salad portion of it. Okay, so we have our Romanian lettuce here. We're gonna use 2 hearts to do that. We have some tomatoes. We have our pickles, onions, and we're gonna be chopping up some provolone cheese to go in this amazing salad as well. All right, so we're gonna use our coated chef knife here, and we're gonna go ahead and chop these up. I've already pre-washed everything, so everything's been washed and cleaned and prepped. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in. We're gonna be putting the whole salad in our on-the-go bowl. Guys, if you don't have these for this summer, it comes as a set. They are so amazing to have and so convenient to be in your kitchen and for on-the-go purposes. So we're gonna be putting our Romanian lettuce in there. And then we're gonna be cutting up the second one here. All right, perfect. Okay, toss that in. Looks delicious. And then we're gonna be using our tomato coated knife to cut up our tomatoes. So these, like I said, have already been washed and prepared. So we just need to cut up 2 of them to toss into our salad. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna cut out the center. Oh, there's our croutons. Really quick, while I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna toss our corn on the cob into the stock pot. Okay, so I got the corn dropped into the boiling water. We're gonna go ahead and get our croutons out of the air fryer and oven. So, there we go. Croutons are done. They look delicious. And we're gonna keep working on our salad. All right, so we're gonna get the hot dogs off the grill. Like I said, using our tongs. These are absolutely fun to have and a great product or gift to give to loved ones, fathers, husbands. Like I said, these are our barbecue tongs and spatula set. All right, let's go inside and finish our recipe. Okay, let's get back to cutting up our tomatoes for our recipe here that we have going on. These are really good tomatoes. Big fat plum tomatoes is what the recipe calls for. I'm sure any tomatoes that you guys have on hand will work great, but these ones work very well for the recipe that we are doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all those up. Got all of our tomatoes chopped. Now we're going to put that into the rest of our salad bowl that we have here. All in there. Lots of delicious tomatoes. All right. Okay, next thing's next. We're gonna be chopping up some pickles. So we're gonna be using our fancy dancy food chopper. Also one of our most popular products that we have and sell. So if you guys don't have one of these in your kitchen, I definitely recommend it. They are so nice to have and definitely a time saver. So we're just chopping up our pickles. There's those. Let's go over here. Just like that. That's our tomatoes chopped up. We're gonna throw those into the salad like so. Like I said, this is our hot dog salad, guys. So everything you would think would go on a hot dog is going on in this salad. Actually, besides ketchup. Ketchup is one thing that does not go on a Chicago dog, which is actually kind of funny. Okay, next thing we're gonna be putting in is our onion. Go ahead and cut the bottom off that, as well as the top. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut this into smaller sections so we can use our food chopper also on this. So we're gonna go ahead and only put in, it requires a half of white onion. So this onion is honestly giant. So we're gonna do probably about that much of an onion, maybe a little bit more, because it is a huge onion. Okay, so there we go. And let's get another portion of this onion chopped up. Good arm workout. Okay. All right, so that's about as much as we're gonna use of that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw that into the salad as well. Just like so. Oh, my Lanta, my eyes are starting to cry. All right, okay, so next we're gonna be doing is cutting up our hot dogs. So we got our hot dogs here, and we're gonna go ahead and chop those up as well. Just in coin size, just little small circle sizes, bite size, so they can go easily nice into the salad. Guys, this salad, it reminds me of a chef salad, and I would say the dressing is very similar to a Thousand Island. So it tastes super good. It's one of those things that you would never think, like a hot dog salad sounds disgusting, but no, it's actually really good. Okay, so there's 4 hot dogs, and we're gonna toss that into the salad as well. Okay, so now we're cutting up 8 slices of provolone cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 slices there. All right, so I'm just gonna use our chef's knife again. We got a new clean mat, and now we're cutting up our cheese. And we washed our knife too, so don't worry, everything is clean. We're gonna go ahead and keep cutting that into little chunks so that it tastes perfect and bite size. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle the cheese into our bowl of everything that we have mixed in so far. And then here shortly, we're gonna be mixing it all together. So now, the finale. We're gonna be putting on our dressing, and then we're going to be tossing the salad and mixing everything up very well. Okay, so we have our dressing here. We're gonna go ahead and pour it on top of everything. Perfect. And then, like I said, we're going to mix all of the ingredients that we put in all together. Okay, so while we are finishing up our corn, our Mexican corn, we're gonna go ahead and just set this aside and save that for just a bit. Okay, so the corn is now done boiling. We're gonna use our stainless steel tongs here to get our corn out. Like I said before, this is our Brilliance line stock pot. It is absolutely an amazing line. I have all of it and absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, that corn smells amazing. Okay, so got the corn out and we're gonna set that here to let those cool. Okay, so right now we're gonna make our mixture for our Mexican corn on the cob, also known as elote or crazy corn. Okay, so we are going to be taking a half a cup of mayonnaise, and we're gonna use our measure all cup here just so it comes out a lot easier. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. This mayonnaise is one of our favorite for making elote or Mexican corn on the cob because it has lime in it, which I feel like is a really good flavor when you're making this. So we're gonna go ahead and use a measure all cup and use that into our small silicone mixing bowl. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and combine a half a cup of our Parmesan cheese. The recipe calls for a full cup, but right now we are gonna be doing a half a cup in this mixture. And then the other half we're gonna be using on our plate here to roll the corn into. So we're gonna pour that into there. Okay, and then we're gonna take our lime juice and we're gonna use a tablespoon of lime juice and put that into our mixture. This is the mixture that we're gonna be spreading onto the corn. Once again, using our adjustable measuring spoons. And then we're going to use some cayenne pepper and put a teaspoon of that into the mixture. There we go. Okay. All right. We're gonna use our little mini mix and scrape here to mix it all together into our little bowl here. Make it all good and delicious. Okay, next we're going to create our spread here. So we're gonna use the remaining half a cup of that Parmesan cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and spread that on there. And then, okay, we're gonna use our Sunoco coated knife here to cut up some cilantro to go onto our spread as well. So we're gonna cut up about 1/4 a cup. And sprinkle that on there as well. Maybe a little bit finer. Get a little bit of big pieces, little pieces, it all tastes good, right? I like cilantro, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, that looks good. Okay, so it's about 1/4 a cup. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and mix that together. And then we're gonna grab our corn and come roll it in to this delicious mixture. Okay, so we have our corn here ready to go. We have our corn on the cob holders screwed in. Really quick, I do wanna show you how it works. So it's just like a little corkscrew here on the end. Makes it super simple. Just go ahead, push it in there and twist in. It makes it so nice, literally, that corn ain't going nowhere. But I also wanted to show you really fast before I get too far ahead of myself. If you are not really a corn on the cob fan, we do have a kernel cutter. So this is kind of a fun little tool to have in the kitchen as well. Obviously, having cooked corn works the best. You're gonna take the little tool, you're gonna push down, and you're gonna slide it down. And just go ahead and cuts the cob right off. The corn right off the cob. Just as simple as that. It is delicious, guys. So that's how that works. Just like so. That into our little bowl here. If you guys have noticed these plates and bowls I've been using, this is our anniversary line, our dinnerware set. It is one of a kind, super beautiful pieces that are so unique and beautiful to have in your kitchen. I have loved them, and they just add that little bit of beauty to your kitchen, if you will. So this is for later, for those who don't want to have corn on the cob. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to finish making our Mexican corn on the cob. Okay, so we have our spread here that we've already made. So we're gonna go ahead and spread this on here. This elote mix is so good. This spread mix, so yeah, you're gonna just spread it all over that as best you can. And then we're gonna put it in our Parmesan cilantro mix here that we have. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna go back to this really quick. The kernel cutter corn that we had done. Super simple for those who may not, like I said, not like corn on the cob. Take some of your pre-mix you've already mixed, drop it in the bowl, throw a little bit of Parmesan in there, as well as cilantro, and you have your crazy corn, Mexican corn on the cob, in a bowl, and they're ready to go. Pampered Chef has came out with a new seasoning though, that is called our street corn seasoning. So if you don't have a lot of the supplies on hand, that's okay. You can take this and some mayonnaise and throw it together with your corn and you're set. Okay, dinner is done. Hot dog salad is ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put our croutons in here now. I wanted to wait a little bit so that they did not get soggy in the salad. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in. Give that a quick little mix really fast. Looks delicious. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and plate everything. So excited to try it. Perfect. Got a little bit of hot dogs, a little bit of everything on there. All right, let's set that aside. And then we're gonna add our Mexican corn on the cob to the plate as well, right? That looks so delicious. That came out so well. And I am super excited to have this for dinner. So enjoy, guys. Absolutely a fun having you guys here join me today. And hope you all try this recipe. Enjoy.
Thank you, Allison. Both of those recipes look so fun, so delicious. Thank you for leading us through those. Friends, if you are interested in simplifying your own cooking with any of the tools you saw today, head to our website so you can start shopping with your Pampered Chef consultant. And be sure to look for our current sale going on for the rest of June. You can also host a shopping party with your friends and family this month, whether you do that in person or remotely, and you'll earn rewards while you shop and get 60% off any one product for your kitchen. Great way to invite others into the fun. And if you like not only rewards, but also earning some money and income along the way, talk to your consultant who invited you today about starting your own side hustle with Pampered Chef. That's all for us today, so thank you for joining us. We will be back with another episode next week when Pampered Chef consultant Tay will teach us how to make a dessert pizza and sweet chicken skewers that can be used for Independence Day or Canada Day parties. Don't forget to use the links below to see today's featured recipes and products so you can shop with your consultant and fill out that survey for a chance to win our weekly product giveaway. And if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe so you can get notifications whenever new episodes come out. Thanks again, friends, for joining us, and happy cooking. We'll see you next time.